Hello, ENV101. Welcome to week 6. So 5 plus 1 is 6. Congratulations, you have made it this far. Now, this week runs just like all your other weeks. You've got discussions, this week you've got your community outreach, and also this week you have a lab. So, one by one. Discussions. You must be using paragraphs in your own output, okay? Plus, you must be telling me your AI and your prompt, as well as your 300 plus word AI output must be there. Lastly, you must clearly say sectioning, critical analysis, okay? This part is really important. Between your own output and the critical analysis, both of those are like the massive portions of this, okay? It's not always about finding fault. Like I said, okay, find something that it said wrong. Like I said in the past weeks, you probably don't know what it may be getting right or wrong. That's fine. It's a 100 level class. I'm not expecting you to know it. What I am expecting you is to be curious. You're in science. Science is about curiosity and exploration. It's about finding something new. It's about getting that brain thinking and going, what about? So I learned this, that got me thinking, right? Sorry for the wild rooster out here. So, got me thinking, why are there wild roosters? Well, that's a long story. Anyways, but seriously, it gets you thinking. And that's the part, that's the critical analysis part. It got me thinking, like, so why didn't it didn't mention this? Then, and this is the fun part, start trying to talk to your AI, all right? So with that critical analysis, with that critical thinking, go back to it and say, okay, hey, I like this, you didn't mention that, or it got me thinking about this. What can you tell me about this? See what it says, okay? This is about learning how to use AI properly as a tool. One of the important things to learn is to never just sort of at face value accept what the AI tells you. It is a tool. It is a brand new tool. Again, use it like a tool. Don't just use it as, I check out my brain. No, your brain has to be the driver, okay? So start talking to it. That's how scientists use AI at this point in time. As we're writing, as we're thinking, AI is open in a browser, or AI is open in one of our apps, and we are talking with it, like as if it were a colleague sitting there, okay? Typing in questions, typing in ideas, seeing what it replies, okay? First, you got to feed it a whole bunch of information, but that's the point. We're using it that way. That's what I'm trying to get you all to start doing, okay? Now, so that's your discussion. Don't forget to also do a reply. Everybody gets a one freebie for this one, so if you need to fix that, just let me know. Only one. Now, this week, you also have a community outreach. Couple big points. Community outreach, you must be providing links, okay? Must, absolute. You also must be linking this or connecting it to your previous week's modules, okay? The important part of this is I don't have tests in here. If y'all want some tests, I'll give you tests, but I don't want to grade them, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to take them. So we're doing this instead. You're learning a whole bunch of stuff in the previous module, okay? Show me that you've learned it. This is your way of showing me that you've learned the previous items, okay? Because you're linking this topic to those concepts. Be creative, use what you've learned, and make that link, all right? You have a brand new set of knowledge, practice it, okay? That is why we're doing this, and that part must clearly be stated. If you do not, you are going to get a 0. Okay, flat out. Or, okay, sorry. I won't be mean, you won't get a 0 on it, but you will not have fulfilled the assignment and you will not get full points. All right? I want you to show me that you're learning the previous module stuff, not just randomly fighting an environmental topic. Or, even worse, just thinking, yeah, water use in Arizona. No link, no nothing. And just talking for 3 minutes. Okay? This has to be structured and organized. Okay? Now, next up, you have a carbon lab this week. Okay? This is the second carbon lab. This is the last carbon lab. This one dives into more detail than your previous one. The previous one was just to sort of get your feet wet with the concept. And again, remember, carbon footprints are an absolute, well, they're not real. I mean, they are real, but they're not real. Okay? They are something that the oil industry created to put the blame back upon us. Okay? Because they were tired of getting all the big L's when they were getting handed the Clean Air Act and Clean Water Act in the 70s. So they said, okay, fine, we're just, like every good drug dealer, we're just upstanding business folk. We're providing a product. It's your fault that you are addicted to this product. My carbon footprint is huge. See that? Everything on this island, okay, houses, everything that you see that's not a tree, okay, from that direction, all those houses, that boat you may hear in the background, the cars that are passing in the back behind the camera, everything has to be imported here. I want to go anywhere. I get in my car. 4 hours later, I've done a circumnavigation of this island. Okay? That means if I really want to go anywhere, I have to hop on a plane, which this carbon lab will show you makes a huge carbon footprint. So, there's rationale for me to be here. Okay? But I do recognize that my carbon footprint is huge, even though I try to live simply and have a small car. Okay? So, take this one seriously, have fun with it, learn and explore. There are 2 parts to this one. You must do both of them. There are the questions that I have written in the instructions for your lab report. Those are the prompts for your lab report, okay? Title page, reference at the bottom, and try to use section headers, but do a good job answering that. There are also questions within the lab. Those must be presented. I must see screenshots of the lab. I must see screenshots of your answers. Okay? If you have one or the other, you have half a lab. Okay? So remember, you are getting a full credit for a lab. So yes, it's a lot of work, but normal labs in a science class are once a week. 4 hours in the lab plus 4 hours outside the lab. Okay, that's how labs usually work. So pretty much we are making your lives easier with these labs and the way that they're structured. Okay? So with that, please don't forget to ask me questions. And also make sure that you are still collecting your data, cloud data. There's birdies all over the place. Man, egrets, chickens, mynas. Yep, I see mynas. And also the rock doves, everybody's favorite around here. Very cute little pigeon type things. Absolutely have zero brains in them. Poor things. They're very charismatic, but they are dumb as dirt. All right, and I love them because they're really cute. Anyways, keep up the good work, everybody. Okay, don't forget your datas. Don't forget your data. Use the Excel sheets that I gave you, or reformat yours to make sure that you're covering it and make sure you're able to easily get your numbers at the end. Let me know what questions you have. Thanks again for being here, everybody. Cheers.